Hello everybody, and today I just thought I'd make a video of us designing a house. I'm trying to go through and I'm trying to pretty much buy every single house, sell it, and I've been buying the really big, like expensive ones that have like 55,000 bajillion rooms, and I noticed that I don't like doing that very much. Like, there's something about it that just really annoys me because I will spend hours and hours and hours in it, and it's just really annoying to me. Like, for example, I bought this one right here, and if you can see in the lower right hand corner, I spent 8 hours and 13 minutes in it. And I am not about that life. Like, it took so long, and it kept freezing because I was using a modded area or a modded bathtub, and it kept freezing. So I ended up having to sell it before I even finished it. And it was one of the houses I was like really proud of because it was like the first house I used the workshop items in. And I was really proud of it. It took a really long time to do it, and then it froze at the end. So I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm not messing with this anymore. I spent too long on it. I'm over it. So I am just going to start from the beginning where the smaller houses are, and hopefully I don't get as annoyed, I guess. But yeah, so I already sold the first office. I made it into a little cafe. If I can, I'll try to edit in some pictures into it, into the video, but yeah, I turned it into a little cafe, and it was really, really cute, and I really liked it. But what I'm gonna do is, this is a little awkward way of doing it, I guess, but what I do is I go through and I actually flamethrower all of the grass because I don't have the garden DLC, and I did that specifically on purpose because before I had a PC, I always played this on PlayStation 4, and then I got my PlayStation 5, and then I, ported it over, played it on there. But for some reason, ever since I got the garden DLC, it always crashed. Like, I would spend hours and hours on a house, and it would crash, and then I would lose all my progress because it wouldn't have saved. And it was just really irritating to the point I could not even play the game anymore. And this is one of my favorite games. So it was really depressing. So when I got a PC, that's like the first game that I got, and I really didn't want to risk that happening again on the PC version because, that was my last chance that I had. So I did not want it to risk happening again. And it also is the only DLC on Steam that has mixed reviews for this game. And I read some of the reviews, and it didn't really say anything about crashing. It just had bad or mixed reviews. So I just, instead of risking it, I was like, you know what? No, I just won't get it. It's fine. It's fine. So pretty much what I did was I went through and I sold all of the things that I could possibly make a profit from. I'm going to go into survival here. I think it's, yeah, supplies. And then I'm going to just buy some flamethrower fuel. And then I just go through and I burn all of the grass to kind of give it a more polished look since I can't cut the grass. I can't chop the trees down, unfortunately, but this is at least a way to make it look a little bit better on the outside. I don't really know if this adds any profit to your overall selling price, but I just think it looks better because, I have the HGTV DLC, so with that, it takes before and after photos into your portfolio. So I just think that it looks a little bit better if you have it cut down, So that's just a preference of mine. I could probably fast forward through this part for you guys, because it is kind of boring, but to me it's oddly satisfying. I really enjoy watching it. I don't know. I think it looks cool. But yeah, so anyway, it's really funky though sometimes. Like, you see how this is like, it cut it and it looks good, but then the other grass, it's like even lower. So like, to make it look even, you gotta kind of like go back through again. Sometimes the houses do this, sometimes they don't. I don't really know why it happens, but it does. So, but if you are wondering why I went through the house and sold everything first, is that your flamethrower can actually go through your house, and when you set it on the grass, that happens too, and it bothers me so badly. But your flamethrower can actually go through walls. So if you're cutting grass close to the wall, it can go through there and actually burn items that you have in the house. I don't know if they've ever fixed that, but a few months ago when I first discovered doing this, me and my mom, because me and my mom play this game a lot, me and my mom were playing it, and I was like, okay, ooh, let's flamethrower the grass, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we finished an entire house, and we wanted to make the outside look good, and so I went through and I flamethrowered everything, not realizing that it burnt everything that was along the wall. Like, every single thing, all of the furniture that we bought, all of the curtains, everything that we had, it burned it all around the walls. So from now on, what I do is I go through the house, sell anything that has value, just in case it will burn it. And then I flamethrower before I decorate or do anything on the inside. Like I said, I don't know if it still does that, but I know a few months ago when I tried it, it did. So just to not risk it, I just do it this way. And another cool thing you could do too is, if you want to, if you don't like the tedious, oh my gosh, can't talk. If you don't like it to be so tedious, there we go, there's the word. You can actually go inside of your house if there's a lot of trash to pick up, and you can actually use the flamethrower, like if it's like papers like this, and that way you don't have to go and individually hit each one, and I think that's kind of cool. But again, I would recommend selling everything first, just in case you don't want to lose any possible profit. So for these small few houses, like the first 2 or 3, I like to completely demolish all of the walls because it is such a small area as it is. I feel like opening it up gives it more room, I guess. So that's what I always do for the first like 3 houses you can buy. The first office, the burnt house, and then the next one I believe is also small too. They gradually, I think, I could be wrong, they gradually get a tiny bit bigger. Like this one definitely looks bigger than the first office, obviously, because it has a full like 3 rooms in it, as opposed to like the office, which was just one little small room and then a bathroom. But see, when I do builds on here, I don't necessarily do them based off of functionality or like who's gonna buy it or highest profit. I just kind of do what, you know, inspires me, what I'm thinking would look good, what I want to do. Like a lot of the times for small houses like this, I normally would just make it into a big studio bedroom because I thought it would be like the perfect size, you know. This one's a little bit bigger, but like the first office, for example, that one is really, really tiny. And I actually made it look pretty big when I redid it into the cafe somehow. And I think it's because I added really big windows. But with like that house, a lot of the times I would just make it into an actual like office. Like it would look like a, like an office you would go, like a doctor's office, whatever. It would just look like an office. And now though, I'm so sick of doing that all the time. I always make it into an office. So I figured, hey, let's try a cafe because I see in the house flipper group on Facebook, I see a lot of people do builds like that where they actually turn it into like a bar or a like a little hangout area or cafe or a restaurant or a bowling alley or whatever. So I always thought that was really cool and I've never did a build like that. So I really liked the little cafe that I made. Um I am going to I hate these walls. It is so hard to see where it's dirt or where it's burned. Is this clean? Yeah, see, like I can't tell if that's dirty or not because it just looks all the same. Um, but yeah, so for this one, honestly, I don't really have an idea of what I want to do to it. I thought it might be really cool to do it into like a jumbo, not necessarily spa, but like a sauna maybe. Like a sauna, maybe with like a juice bar or something. I don't know. I thought that would be kind of cool. A little bit different. I've never really did builds like that. Um, like I've honestly probably made only like two saunas in my entire life in this game. It is not necessarily my favorite thing to do because I don't think they give you very many sauna options. Like you just have the basic benches and then the two buckets and like that's about it. And but I actually did in one of the builds I did with my mom over Christmas, I actually made this really, really, really pretty sauna. And I am kind of inspired by that. I kind of want to make that. I don't really know. I'm not really sure exactly how to set it up in such a small location like this. If I wanted to add anything else to it. Because I was thinking like, oh, it'd be cool to have like a sauna and then like a little juice bar area or something like that. But I don't really know if I'm going to have enough room to be able to add both of them. I might be able to, but the only thing that sucks about that is that you'd have to obviously wall them off because they can't be like open floor plan like this. Unless actually, what could be cool is if I close off the sauna with the glass walls. That might be cool. So I might try that. I'm not sure. I guess I just have to see how it goes. But yeah, this part's boring. Obviously, no one cares about installing outlets. And there's apparently a random dirt spot that just showed up outside, apparently. And then the windows also too, 9 times out of 10, since they put the update in where you can change the windows, which was years ago, I think, I normally always sell the windows. And the thing that sucks about selling the windows is that a lot of the times you can place whatever windows you want, like normally, but a lot of the times certain windows you install, they will not allow you to put curtains. So like a lot of the windows, if you put the floor to ceiling windows, you can't put curtains in them, which I don't think you can do that really in any house, but unless they're like pre-built in that house, I think you can. But let's go ahead and just put a random door in here for now. I honestly love this door that I'm about to use. I use it all of the time. Even for bathrooms, I use it. And people are like, why do you use that door? Like for the bathroom, people can just see right in. And it's like, it's not real life. Okay. It's not real life. I know people want to be like, accurate and stuff. Actually this little alcove right here could actually work pretty well for the sauna, and then I could try to maybe put a little juice bar along the wall behind me. I don't know yet. Okay, but what I like to do when I'm in a house like this, especially, is I like to just put a random flooring in. You can change it later, obviously, but for right now, I like to just put a random flooring in, especially when there's that like burnt junk all over the place. It's very hard for me to see. So I like to do that. And then, okay, so for the sauna, if I do it in this back corner, which actually might be ideal, it would be ideal if you had like a shower or two too. So maybe I could do that, like build up the wall that it was here, or like one closer. Build up a little bit of a corner and have maybe like three showers in it or something. And then this back corner right here could be the little cafe area, maybe. Or juice bar. I mean, does that even make sense? Is there saunas that have juice bars? I swore that I've seen that there was something in LA that did that. They had like magic elixir juices that like make you feel like re-energized and stuff. I don't know, maybe I could just be tripping, but I thought they did. Okay, so let's do, what walls do we want to have? I mean, it's classic to do the wood panels, obviously, in a sauna, but can I find any that are actually cute is the question, because I like the gray ones, but I don't really like much of any of the other wood panelings. Let's try these ones. Probably gonna need more because I always never get enough. And my sensitivity on my remote is really jacked up. So if you see me struggling a lot like that, it's not my fault, I swear. But yeah, so I kind of have an idea of like what I want to do. I just need to make sure it's going to work. But I like to have my saunas really dark, like really dark. I don't know why, but I just think it gives it a better aesthetic. I'm not a big fan of the really light wood. So like the really light yellowy color wood. So my problem here is I'm trying to think if I should put it, if I should do this as the wall starting or this as the wall starting. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do one more, yeah. Okay, so there is that. Now let's go in, and I'm also all over the place when I decorate. If you pay attention, I'll go from furniture to decorations to furniture to walls to windows to, I will go back and forth multiple times because that's just how my brain works. So forgive me ahead of time. But so we could use, for example, the bigger ones. What color should we do though? Maybe cream. I really like the cream in this game because I think it really accents the brown really well. Okay, but let's see where we should put it. Are they gonna not let me like line it up directly with the wall? Okay. Like right there. Yeah, that might be cool. And like instead of closing this off, like it could be open, like a communal shower, like they have in pools and stuff, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't have to be realistic because, like I said, it's House Flipper. It's not real life. So let's move it back one so that the nail isn't just hanging and floating in outer space. I think like right there is fine. Okay, now let's see how that looks. I mean, it's not horrible. I wish that this lined up a little bit better, like equally. Maybe move it back like one, but then there won't be enough room for the showers, I don't think. That just kind of looks funky to me, like from this view. It looks like it needs to be scooted back a little bit. I'm gonna do it, it's fine. Hopefully I can just figure out the right. I think that shouldish be right. I don't really know, guys, but it's gonna work, okay? I'm gonna do it. It's fine. Now I need an extra panel here. Okay. And then, so we don't need these panels anymore, I don't think, right? No, because we're gonna do a different color out there probably. But can I sell these after I installed them? That would be ideal, but of course not. Like, I hate those. I hate them. But anyway, and another funny thing about me too is like I never like ever install radiators or outputs or anything like that in any of my house, in any of my builds that I do. Honestly, that could be why I don't get very much profit. Actually, no, I do get some profit, like a good amount of profit. Where is sauna stuff? Is it in accessories? That's how much I don't use the sauna stuff. So let's do like a dark, that's like a orangey. I mean not an orangey already. That might do it. Let's see, is this darker? No, that's lighter. Let's see what this one looks like. I hate it. It's orange. I don't like the orangey yellow. This will suffice, I guess. I'm gonna change the floor probably as well, so don't worry about that. But so, and another really big thing that I always had an issue with was I never ever hardly put the I learned very quickly, well, not very quickly, actually, it took me a really long time. I never used to put the corner pieces in first, like for kitchen cabinets or bathroom cabinets or whatever, etc. I literally never put them in first. And does it matter what side it goes? I don't think so. I never put them in first, and I always realized that that was annoying because then I'd have to move all of the cabinets down or over or whatever eventually, you know. Oh, does that fit perfect? Yay, I love when it fits perfect. It never hardly ever fits perfect. This one isn't, see? But what I could do is I could move the corner one and just have this one, or I could try to put two corner ones. I don't think it'll fit because I think two corner ones is equivalent to one of the other ones. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's not gonna fit. What I could do is honestly just sell that and have... Actually, I should have kept that one. Whatever, it's fine. We make mistakes here. It's fine. I will put just a corner piece in right here, and then over here in this corner will be like the bucket or whatever. Okay. With that color bench, I'm really not feeling that wall now. Bruh. Okay, let's see. I like to do, this one's prettier to me, but it only has one color, which irritates me. But I guess we're going with the wooden theme. So before I do anything to the walls, I'm trying to figure out if I should actually just change this wallpaper because it's not going with the color that I chose. Let's see, what about this one? No, that would look awful. See, they don't have very many colored, like basic wooden colored ones. I think that one look awful too. I don't have anything that's like cherry wood. Oh wait, this one's kind of cherry wood. Yeah, that one might be good. Or would it be too close to that though? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try it. It's fine. Like I said, we make mistakes here and we learn from these mistakes, so I think it'll go. With the idea that I have in my head right now, I think that it'll work fine. It just needed to match better. Okay, so the flooring doesn't look too awful now with the wall changing, which is cool. I need one more thing of tiles. Okay. So let's go ahead and I have this idea of what I want to do. I'm kind of getting inspiration from what I did before, kind of the idea of what I did before. So I used one of these. Which color do I think would look good? Brighter red or darker red? I kind of want to do darker red. And then I think I did this color. Yeah, okay. So this is big fat giant, as you can see. But these are very hard for me to line up correctly, like very hard. For some reason, I struggle. I struggle bust it a lot. I hope I hope that it's an even fit because sometimes it's not and it really irritates me. It's like, just fit, please. Yeah, see, like that. My point. My point. It would have been perfect. Do the smaller ones fit? I know that there are smaller ones, but they're like basic. Excuse me. We could try like this one, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know if these are gonna fit either, but I mean, it's closer. I'll take it. I will take it. Okay. And then, will a big one fit there? I'm wondering. I didn't even try because I'm dumb and I totally forgot about that little alcove. It looks like it will. It'll probably be hanging off the wall a little bit, but who cares? You can't really tell. It's fine. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is... Those are so much bigger than I remember. Unless these walls are just super, super duper short. Huh. They just seem so much bigger than I remember. Okay. So then what I'm going to do with this, well, what I'm hoping I can do, honestly, because this house is so much smaller than the, let's do a little bit of a different color. Let's not do all of the same. Because this house is so much smaller than the what I was used to, I don't really know if it'll look as good as I am hoping it will. But I guess we will see, huh? Okay, let's see if we can find... What color did I use? I used Brazil nut, I think. Okay, if it's over there. Would like 2 of these fit? Let me in. Oh, that one I think is just too big, isn't it? Or is it because of... It's because of that. Let's see. I do tend to have a little bit of of A. No, I do tend to have a little bit of like OCD when it comes to this stuff. Like I have to line it up like perfectly or it's going to make me very mad. Okay, so there's that. And then we need to try to find some that'll fit over here. I don't think there's any. This is 50. 20. Okay, 20 might be good. Where's the shallow, though? Shallow 20, okay. Let's see. It's like barely off, but it's fine. Okay, so now that there's that, I I kind of want to, I don't know if it's going to look dumb or not, but I kind of want to add, where are the starter shelves at? These ones. Do they not have the, where the heck are the long, okay, here we go. Do they have Brazil nut in this? They do. Are they going to be the same color swatches though? Because, close enough. Okay. So, I'm curious to see if these over here, where the frick were they? The wooden one. Brazil nut? Brazil nut? Brazil nut? Do they literally not have Brazil nut? Why? Why? They literally... What the F, bro? Okay. That doesn't match. And that's upside down. Bro. What about these triangle ones? Do these have Brazil nut? Is it on Brazil nut? No. Why do they do that? Like, bro. Brazil nut? No. They have Sep Hilly or whatever it's freaking called. I thought it'd be really cool if I could like connect them over, but I really can't. Doesn't look like. So screw that. Okay. Brazil nut. Give me this. It doesn't have to be wall to wall. Like it could just be like a, yeah, I'll probably just do that. I'm trying to make sure they're like the same height though. Yeah, and then I just want to scoot these over a tad bit. Are they the right distance? Yes, okay. And then what we're gonna do is put a bunch of knickknackies and towels and spa stuff. Yeah, okay, that doesn't look horrible. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I took a little bit of a break for a second to get a drink. And do you guys ever forget to check your emails for like a few days and then you go into your emails? Like if you don't check your emails every day and delete like the random ones, you will get like 1,000 emails and then you'll have to take forever to delete them all. It's so annoying. But anyway, so I'm going to add, you know, again, this isn't real life, so I'm going to add what I want, and that is a mat. I'm going to add a mat because I know it's a sauna and it's going to get all moist, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's do a red one to match the red flowers. I'm hoping I can find a good swatch of that red, though. That's, like, so bright. I wanted, like, a more muted, like, darker red. Is this too big? I don't like that. Nope, it's too bright. Yeah, you see the Jantarts over in the corner? They're the ones who always want my house because I put mats and flowers in my carpets and flowers in my house a lot, and they love that. They eat that stuff up. So, what about this one? It kind of ties into the theme. I think it's just a little dark. Maybe the lighter one. Not that one, but maybe that one. I kind of like it, but I need red, dude. I think red is just gonna... I think red is the color here. Red's the color. So let's see. What about this one? I'm trying to think if I need like a smaller one. Maybe the smaller one's going to be too small though. Okay, let's see. I don't need these anymore. Get out of here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So anyway, let's go into accessories, sauna. Let's get a bucket. Let's do the cream to match in with the cream glass. Oh, this bucket's so baby. It's so little. Okay. And then we should get some head lifts. I did Sapele. Is that how you say that? I could never tell. How uncomfortable would those be though? Like, unless you put like hella towels on those, though, they would be so uncomfortable to me. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. This one's a really cool one too. Huh. Which one do you think would look better? I gotta try it now. Let's see. I think the square one, honestly. I think it fills the space better because there's a lot of angles going on. Oh, shit. Okay, okay. I see you. Go away. Rude. Okay. So now I'm just going to add a little bits and bobs like all around because I think it would be cute. Really does take me a long time. And see, like, this clearly doesn't have a plant in it. Like, it clearly doesn't. But then Where'd it go? Hold on. There, it has a plant in it. So like, are you supposed to put your own plant in it? I don't know. I just only recently got workshop items, so I don't really know exactly how they work. That's kind of cute. Okay, okay. I just need like a few more little baby things. This cat I wanted. Lucky cat. Because for saunas, for some reason, I always think they give me like, I don't know. I really like the like Asian aesthetic to go with saunas. I think it's just really relaxing. What about this vase? Is this vase big? It's kind of chonk. Okay. I didn't realize it was that big. Let's see. I just need like two more small things. Honestly, I can just go in the normal decorations and because I know exactly, you know what, I'm just gonna do that. I want to put my boy. Where is he at? Where is he at? Where's my boy? This boy. He's the best boy. I love him. Okay, let's go ahead and put some of him in there. Bring some cuteness. No, I'm just kidding. But he really does, though. Okay, honestly, I'm happy with that. I think that looks really good. So it would be even cooler maybe if I painted the ceiling to be like a dark red maybe. Let's try that because I like the sauna to be very dark. I don't know. I just really like that. Do you think like really dark or like something like this? I think that one actually might be really good. Let's see. I hope I can like perfectly. Yeah, okay. Come on. No, line it up. Are you crapping me? Come on. Okay, well, I guess you know, I could just paint the whole entire, since it's an open floor plan, I can just paint the entire thing red. Who cares? Because I'm going to make it cohesive anyway, so it's going to bring it together, I guess. There we go. I really like that. I definitely think the red I actually really like the red. It would be cool if maybe I did like a detail in the center, but I've never really done that before. So I don't know if I could make it look really good. Let's see. Like, you know, I don't know. If I put like a chandelier or something up there, it would be cool, but I don't want to because it's going to light up the room and I don't want it to light up the room. So I guess that is that. I kind of like it actually. So let's go ahead and move this and we're just going to finish painting all of the ceiling because it's going to be open anyway, so might as well. Because if you have an open floor plan, I noticed that personally I don't like, if it's an open floor plan, I don't like it to have multiple different roof color or ceiling colors, and I don't like it to have multiple different floorings because there's nothing to break it apart, you know? Like if you had the glass walls like I do, it would be a different story, you know, because it's kind of separated. But when it's an open floor plan like this and you just have multiple different floorings and multiple different ceiling colors, it's kind of just like, okay, here's your rainbow house. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. I haven't been a big fan of it. I don't like it. So let's see. Okay. That honestly, I think that looks really good. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to delete it. I've learned my lesson, okay? There's so many times where I've been painting and I accidentally go over a tile or I accidentally go over the ceiling or something and then I have to repaint. So I was thinking maybe this corner right here could be like a little bar area. Let's see if these are too big. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's too big for the house. Where's the singular? I know that there's like a singular big... These ones? Yeah. Do you think we could put it right next to each other? Probably not, but I'm gonna try anyway. Oh, look, they can walk outside and get some fresh air if they're too hot from the sauna. Oh, yeah, see, you can't connect it directly, but honestly, that's not really a problem with me. I don't really mind. And then right there is going to be the showers and stuff. Honestly, I hate only having these two windows. I could maybe put one right here, but I think that the window, unless I put a curtain. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I didn't want to put a window there because I didn't want it to let in a lot of light into where the sauna was. But if we put a curtain there, it should hopefully not be super bright, I'm hoping. The only thing about that is, like I said earlier, is that sometimes when you put your own windows in, they don't let you put curtains in. So I'm hoping they at least... Oh my god, that's huge. Why can't I find the perfect size I'm looking for? Why do you have to do this? What if I do... This is from floor. Oh, so it's like a tiny... No, I want one like rised up. This is from the floor too. I want one rised up in the middle, but one that's not ginormous. And I hate that these ones are wood. Do they have not wood? No, they all are wood. I mean, if they're all black, it's not like it really, you can really notice it, but like still. That's... No, I want it to be... I'm sorry. I know this is taking a really long time. I'm just trying to find the perfect window. Like that one, I just need that one to be a little bit bigger. That's it. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, make sure everything is black. Is this black? Yes. Black. Black. Okay. There we go. Perfect. I guess it doesn't really add any light in there whatsoever. But whatever, it's fine. Okay, so let's figure out what we're gonna do for the walls in here, like the communal walls. I still want it to be dark, but I don't want it to be... Do you think that would be too much red? I think it might look cool because it's going to like blend kind of into the... Let's try it. It's going to blend into the ceiling a bit. Which is funny because I think this is the same exact wallpaper I used in my cafe build. Oh, I'm fucking dumb. I mean, I'm bleeping dumb. It's freaking, I thought the red was on the top. It's on the bottom. It's fine. It's fine. I think it looks cohesive, though. I think it goes together, which is good, and it's not, like, too similar. So this works for me. And sometimes what I like to do, too, it's a little hack. Well, not really a hack, but it's, like, one of my preferences that I do is... you can actually, if you put the wallpapers up first, or the paint, or whatever it is you're doing your walls, if you do that first and then put your windows in, a lot of the times, like if it's a window like this, a lot of the times you won't have to do the little top individual bits and the little bottom individual bits, because I hate doing that. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, and then I'm going to take this red. Honestly, no. I'm going to try to find an orange because I'm going to use it as a detail on the inside of the wall. I just have to try to find the correct orange. This one maybe. It looks a little bright, but I think all of the other ones are going to be too... Actually, I like that one. Okay. So I'm going to just do these as like a... Oh yeah, that looks good. As like a little detail. Or like a accent. There we go. Could not think of the word for some reason. The accent. So there's that. And then let's do here. And then I'm not going to put any windows anywhere else because that's going to be the shower back there. Oh, see, biscuits. I told you every time I always jack up one bit. And let me guess, did I get rid of the wallpapers? Look at me, I did after I just said not to do that. I'm so freaking dumb. I'm so freaking pissed. Okay. Buy a whole $89 pack of wallpapers for one piece because I'm stupid. I actually really like that. I think it looks really good. Okay, so are we keeping this floor? Are we keeping this floor? Honestly, I'm kind of not hating it. I kind of am not. So I think we are keeping this floor. I think it was just this one, honestly. And I have been using this one a lot for some reason. And I normally don't use, like I said, I don't use wood very often. And if I do, it's either really dark brown or it's black or it's gray or white. I don't like wood very much. So what color should we paint in there? Should we do that orange just so that it matches in kind of? Or should we do tiles? Because I don't think I'm going to find a tile that is like, those are too bright. I was going to say, I don't think I can find a tile that's going to be, what about these? Or should we just continue the paneling? No, I don't think we should continue the paneling. I don't know, maybe. What about these? No, that's brick too. I don't know. I feel like if we do orange, it's too much. But you know what? Let's just try it. Because I'm going to put another glass wall on the other side of it. So let's just see how that works. Like I'm going to put one on that side of the wall to break it up. Not as big as that one though. It's probably going to be like half the size that one. So let's see. It honestly probably wouldn't look that bad, I'm assuming. Let's see. Standing walls. I think it's this one. Cream. Yeah. This floor plan is going to be so freaking ridiculous because these are clear. People are going to be showering in here. I'm going to have a little bar here. And then right here is going to be like a little corner nook where people can sit and have drinks. So literally the people cooking or the people making the drinks and the people sitting here having drinks are going to be like, oh, naked showers. It's fine. It doesn't have to be accurate. It can be whatever you decide your little heart wants. It doesn't have to make sense. And I'm okay with that. Where is this dirt spot? Because it is driving me insane. I keep seeing it pop up. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. Did I get everything else? Oh, and I am going to paint out here. I definitely am because this house looks disgusting on the outside. Is it all the way up there? No, I got it. Okay. I don't really decorate the outside because, like I said, I don't have garden flipper. But I am going to paint it to at least, you know, benefit of the doubt. Okay, so what I'm thinking is maybe just do installations, shower. I'm thinking about just doing, let's see how close over I can get it. One right there. I should probably install them as I go though, because if I don't, it'll probably be really annoying. So let's do bathroom fixtures, showers. I am just going to do these, the basic ones. Those are freaking huge. I thought that was like one of the smallest ones that you can get. Where's just like the basic, is it this one? This one's tiny, right? Yeah, that one's kind of tiny. Okay. What color is it in though? Cream. I want it cream. Cream. Okay. Okay. And what would be ideal is if I had like little screens in between them. But honestly, with these two screens, that's going to be kind of insane. So I'm probably not going to do that. Yeah, I'll probably just do 3 maybe. Who's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put a sauna, 3 showers, and a cafe. That's the most random thing I ever thought of. I don't know why, but it just came to me. And you know what? It might be good. Who knows? It might turn out good. It's not pretty accurate, but it might look good, okay? It might. I wonder if we put... Not those, these. I wonder if we put maybe like... Can we put these in between them? Hey, I like that. That's cute. Okay, let's put a picture. Should we put a mirror? Have a huge, giant mirror so that you guys can just look. Actually, I'm going to put a mirror. So you guys can look at each other. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, you are going to technically kind of be looking at each other. But that's like unintentional. That's not what it's not what I'm intending. I was gonna put the modules in here, but I actually have this one. I think this one might look good. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. Okay, and then I noticed also, since I've gotten like modded items, I've barely put pictures on the wall. And I used to put pictures on the wall like a lot. Like that's like all I would put on the wall. But now I'm using more like shelves and lights. I don't know. Just other stuff than I normally do. Like I used to use so many pictures. And then maybe we could put these in between here. Maybe one above the mirror. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. Okay. So then now we just have the little, I'm going to make a little teeny bar area. Well, kitchen area ish, I guess. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do, honestly. But I'm hoping it turns out pretty decent, hopefully. So let's see. I want to do... What color we should do, that is the question. Brazil nut, should we do Brazil nut? Cream top, maybe? Because I was gonna do like red, but then I was like, there's so much red. Like so much. So I don't know, maybe wood? I mean, there is so much wood too though. You think that's too much wood? I don't like that. What about doing like pastel orange? I feel like that's not gonna be good. No, because that's like a peach. That's not even like an orange. It's like a peach to me. What about dark red with cream top, cream handles, and cream faucet? I'm a really big fan of the cream color, and I never used to be, but I am now. See, that's so chonky though. Like, my idea was to have it like this, and then people could sit on the other side of it or come and get their drinks, meaning. So, what would be ideal is if I use these, but then I can't have a sink, I don't think. But you know what? It doesn't have to be functional. We've already talked about that, so. And dark red. Should we do dark or bright? That already looks pretty bright to me, so bright it is. I'm trying to like figure out what would be the best. Forward. So they could like come up here and get their drinks. I don't like that it's not lined up with that wall though. Okay, so like come up here, get their drinks, and then over here, do these. Now these are gonna be wood. Let's do orange. And they have dark blue and grays and white and like that's it. And then sandy. Like what is that? Like what are those color options? Hopefully these fit like exactly how I'm wanting them to fit, because if not, I'm going to be very upset. No, they're not going to. But you know what I can do over here is I'll do this and then let's see. This is the most annoying part of the game, is having to change all of the options like multiple times over and over again. And like there's been so many times where I've accidentally hit back and then I had to go back in and do it all over again, even though I was just trying to place the same thing. Like I could do this one a little bit longer. Those aren't like lined up correctly. What's going on? Okay, maybe that'll work. Let's do the narrow. Where's the narrow? Before I change all the options, let me make sure. Yeah, see, it wasn't even going to fit. What about the normal size? That's not even going to fit either. It's like off by like 1. So I can fix that. Hopefully. I always am like, yeah, I can move it over to the side real quick and like it's going to fit. Everything's going to be good. And then I try to do that and it doesn't fit. And then I'm like, okay. See, that one's all the way over to the wall. So this one I just need to move over 1 hair there, I think. Yes. Okay. And then this one I know it's not centered on the window, which sucks, but I'm gonna move it over a bit just so that these people have like, it's not real, but just have it so that they have more room. Wait, why isn't that one fitting now? What the F? What's going on? Is there a piece of like something? That's so weird. Why won't it fit there? Okay. What the heck? Wait, is that where it exactly was already? Because, like, I'm dumb. Okay, whatever, dude. Whatever. We can put a little table right here, too, maybe. Or, like, just another one of these. I feel like that would be too much. I want to put, like, a little circle table. Furniture, dining room, tables. I want like a little circular table. Like I love these tables. Cream. Cream. Okay. Look how big that is though. Like that's ginormous. I know that they have a coffee table version of that. I wonder if that would fit actually. At least I'm pretty sure, yeah. See, that's cute. But it's like, you're gonna have to sit on pillows. Actually, I could do that. That'd be cute. This is like a feng shui relaxation area, so it's not like it's so unheard of. Furniture, dining room, bar chairs. Let's do... coffee or brown coffee? The choice. Oh God, is that gold gonna... No, it's not horrible. I mean, I wish I could make this seat orange, but I guess you do what you can, I guess. And this could just be a one-seater, actually. And then over here, we can... I don't think there's any chairs that are that low, honestly. I mean, that's not horrible. What about these? Are these tall? That's not horrible either. And I think that goes with the aesthetic better. So let's do cream. There you go. That's not awful. Okay, and then let's do... Let's see if we can find some cute pictures. I haven't looked at the pictures in such a long time, honestly. I mean, that one's cute, but I don't really know if it would go, honestly. I'm trying to find... like something feng shui. I don't even, that's not the freaking term, but you guys, I hope you understand what I'm meaning. Oh, you know what? Actually, oh, that one might look good, but I just remembered I think this one would be perfect, actually. I have... Oh, I like this carpet too. Oh my gosh, why has it got to be so big? Jeez, that is the hugest carpet I've ever seen in my life. That might be cool to add somewhere too. Oh, and this. How big is this? Oh, it's not that big. Okay. Well, let's put him in here. No, I was looking for... Let's add one more of him too. Because he's so cute. I was looking for... Come on, where is it? I know... I know I have it. I just need to find where the heck it is. Oh, this one might look good in here too. Just place it there for now. This. I think this would be perfect in here. Like maybe move this one to above the door. That there. And then we could do... yellow or orange. Or red. Maybe red. Oh my gosh, that's so big. Okay. Was it? It was already on medium. Okay, so small. You can like barely see that. What the heck is that about? Okay. And then over here, I was thinking we could do this. I totally think it goes in with the aesthetic. And then maybe put some... I'm like, what am I looking for? Shelves. Put some bright. Where's the bright shelves? How big is this? I try to line these up like perfect every time and I always mess it up. I'm trying to base it off of the LED light. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, I definitely need some lights up in this area though. I'm still gonna try to do like the really ambient lighting. So let's do... Well, actually, you know, I could do these. I like to do these in certain little areas. So maybe like here to here to here. Maybe just a little detail of lights. I like that. And then we could actually put it around this window too, maybe. Oh, frick. I don't know how to RT. I don't know the buttons. Oh, you can lower and rise it. That's what that does. Okay. I was like, what does that do? Okay. Let's go back in there and then not forget to freaking shut it down. Shut it down. I've been watching Hell's Kitchen and that just reminded me of that. So there's that one. And then go back in and buy another one and do it here. Yeah. Yeah, let's lower it down a little bit. There we go. I like it. You can't really tell that they're red except for the side lighting, but that's fine. And then over here, maybe we could do the... I don't know how bright these are. And I don't know where to start these, but... Hey, I like that. That's pretty good. I mean, this one kind of gets in the way of the sign, but not really. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then what we can do is I'm going to put some just like random accessories around. Like, I really like to use this mat. Should I do it in red? I mean, what does the light colors have? The light colors have like a orangey. Maybe I should try that one. Or the yellow. No, I like that one. That's fine. I'm not going to put any on that table because I really just like that table by itself. And then we can put maybe one of these really cute boards with, I don't remember what colors I did. I don't think I did, I mean, I know I did that one, but I was trying to think of what the other one that I did was. But maybe what we can do is have like a little cupcake board. Like, oh my gosh, I just burn off 1,000 calories in the sauna, but let me come over here and get a cupcake and a 1,000-calorie latte. Bro, that's some stuff I would do. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. And then we need to do a, I don't think it would fit there, but that would have been perfect. Yeah, it's definitely not going to fit there, but I was going to put a, like the huge coffee maker up there. But like the professional looking one that is in the game, but I don't think it's going to fit there, and I don't want to put it on this counter space because this counter space is so tiny. So I'm just trying to find some coffee cups. I don't know why I'm having some issues. Color. I didn't even realize they had all this stuff. Where have I been? What is that? That looks like Dookie. Ew! Ew, that looks like roaches. Is that what it's supposed to be? There we go. Give me some freaking coffee beans, bro. What is the other one? Sunflower seeds? No, those look like roaches. You're lying. You're a liar. There's a coffee cup, but I freaking hate that coffee cup. You know what? I'm just gonna go here. And then I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go here. Here. And really, it's not in there. That's a ripoff. Okay. I am going to get these little Keurig things, though. But I'm looking for, I had is it in containers? No, hobby. I didn't even know I had all this stuff. See, that's what happens when you get downloaded stuff. I know that I have a little cow mug, and it's so cute, and I want to put that somewhere. Where's my cow mug? Where is it? I know I seen it when I was just decorating. Oh, those are cute. Why didn't I see those, bro? Where's my cow mug? Am I stupid? Like, I probably passed it like 5 times. Oh, there's my cow mug. Cow mug. And then I'm going to jump up here. And I'm going to place multiple cow mugs. Okay. And then let's do accessories, kitchen. Let's do some more mugs. Well, I guess this is considered a teacup, but y'all know what I mean. Sorry if I'm talking really quiet. It's still kind of early for me and I'm kind of tired and I barely drink my coffee, so I'm kind of tired. But what should I put over there? Because like I don't really know what else to put over there. I could put more of, where were those things at? These things. No, coffee beans. Yeah, I could put more of these. Okay. And I know they're not lined up perfect, but if this was actually a place that made drinks, nothing would be lined up perfectly, okay? Nothing is ever perfect. No, I'm just kidding. But, then we can maybe do, that's black. Do they have one in a color that's not black? Tan? Tan. Is there one that says coffee? Yeah. And then do they have one that says sugar? That's the... No, but I think they have one... Love? There's love in there? Okay. Not gonna ask. Okay, and then I do need to put like a coffee pot over here. So... Yeah, it's in furniture, I believe, and then kitchen, and then electronic. I think it's at the very bottom, the small one. Yeah. Because, like, I want to put the big bougie one, but it's so fat that I literally don't think I could. There we go. There we go. I think that looks good. And then I do want to put some plants on the table, maybe. Like, I do have... I had a pretty, this one. I really like this one. It's kind of big, but it's whatever. It's fine. I think this one's pretty too, but I think it's white and it might not go. It definitely does not go. So I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to pick... light vase, pastel vase. Let's do orange with orange. I think that's pretty. And then I kind of want to put some rugs in. So let's do... I kind of want a circular one under... What about this one? Oh, I think that one's cute. Let's do like one size up though. Yeah, that one's cute. And then maybe like a little square one over here. The thing that sucks about the square ones though is that like they barely have runners in this game. This one might work actually. I forgot that with the DLCs. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's humongous. I forgot that with the DLCs they actually added a few more runners, which was cool. I think that one actually would look better orange. If they have an orange. I don't think that they do, but if they do. Okay, they have an orange. I stand corrected. It looks more like yellow, but whatever. And then I don't think they have like little teeny baby square carpets. Oh my gosh. That looks just like the other one I just had. I just want like a little teeny square one. And I don't think... Oh, hello. I like that one. Okay. You know what? Instead of putting it like directly under the table, like should I put it like in the entryway? You know what? I lied. I do like that with the Oriental theme, but I don't think I should put another rug. But over here, I am going to put furniture, corridor. I am going to put one of these because I don't know. I just think that they look good. It's like a little place for people to put their shoes or, you know, whatever. How big is this? Oh, that's not big. Okay. That brown actually was, that wood is actually perfect. I wish that you could size that up. Like if I could size that up, it would be so good. But okay, so I think that this is the build all completed on the inside. I am going to go on the outside and paint it. And then after that, you'll see the finished product, I guess. And I thought I would show you guys this little hack. If you don't feel like buying a whole ladder or scaffolding, as long as it's not too high up, you can use your panels or tiles to stand on to get these high pieces. I think that that's a pretty cool hack. I mean, I don't really know if it'd be considered a hack, but it's a little cheat that I like to do. But yeah, I'm about to be done here. Doing these these tiles. I loathe tiling in this game. I think it takes way too long. Even when you fully upgrade your skill, it still takes entirely too long. Like I probably have been doing this for 15 minutes and this house is very tiny. So it's just a little annoying to me. I'm also curious to see if I can sell. I cannot sell because I think I don't have the garden DLC. I cannot sell these panels, which is annoying because this had a back door right here. That's why there's a little porch right here. But I guess it's fine. I was going to add a little bit of details out here. Ceiling lights. What about these? Would these light up out here? I mean, if I put a light switch outside, they might. Honestly, I'm not for sure. I've never tried this before. Where is it? Okay. There. To there. To... Come on, come on, come on. Oh, the sensitivity kills me. To there. Oh, maybe because, yeah, see, because they don't require a light switch. That's kind of neat. Okay. I'll leave that. That's fine. So, anyway, this is the finished product. I think I may do. You know, obviously I don't have any garden stuff, so I can't really go crazy, but, and forget that the door goes in there. But, here's when you walk in, a little sitting area, little bar area, and then this is like your little drink section. Here's a little shoe area. You can put your shoes. Then right here we got the sauna, which obviously, you know, it's not real life, but I think it's really cute. And then over here we have our little showers. And you know, I could put like a little teeny table maybe right here just so that they have stuff to like set their stuff on, but I think it looks good. I really like it and I hope you guys liked it too. So we're gonna also sell it. So we bought it for $36,000 and we've put about 11 grand into it, but we got 5 grand worth of furniture, so we only spent about 6 grand total on it. And that's about the, well, that's almost, yeah, no. I mean, for small houses like this, it's very, very, very normal that you're going to get a really small profit. I always like to risk it and see if I can get more. Can't, so I'm just going to accept the offer. And here's the before and afters. I love this part of the HDTV DLC. I think it's really, really cool. Okay, I'm glad it showed the front too. I was like, if it just shows the back, I'm gonna be so mad. But yeah, okay, so there is that house, and I will put the name of that house in there. I forget which one exactly that one is, but I will do that, and I will catch you guys in the next video.